Hello guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Yvonne and you're welcome to Yvonne's Easy Life Hacks. And in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you 6 most frequently encountered problems with Conlog Prepaid meter and their solutions, how to troubleshoot these problems. Okay, now if this is a content you would like to see, then please keep on watching and don't forget to subscribe. It only takes 1 second. Okay guys, so the very first most frequently encountered problems with your Conlog prepaid meter is that there's electricity in the neighborhood. Everyone has power, but you don't. Now, you might just be walking past and then you glance at your keypad where it is and you see, oh, I have 50 units. And then a couple of hours later, there is still no power in your house and you are walking by and you are seeing 47 units. What is going on? Why is my unit dwindling? And you are looking at it like, okay, my keypad is here. This keypad is linked to my meter. So what exactly is going on? I will tell you what is going on. What is going on is that there is little to no current on that line. More often than not, when there is power, you turn on your bulbs, you turn on your fridge. That is how you know that there is electricity, right? You turn on your bulb and it's working, you plug your extension boxes or your phones and it's charging, right? Now, when there is little to no current, you can turn on your bulb and you just see a little, just something little there, or it won't show at all because the current cannot power it. If you even plug your phones, plug things, it won't charge. There are some extension boxes you will use, you plug in the socket and you will see the light like really soft, really low. What that means, that problem means, is that there is little to no current on the line you are on. Okay, so you have different solutions for different people. So if you have a 3-phase connection in your house, you are connected, you are an odo because most times distribution companies often don't agree to give people 3 phases unless like a big compound, a big house, or you have this, or you're able to sort your way around. If you have a 3-phase in your house, then you can just go change to another phase. That's like another line. You have 2 others, just change and change until you get one that has electricity, right? Like full current. If you're on a single phase, like most of us, or yours is your case, so because you can't even call an electrician to come and climb up the pole to do this work for you because it's a criminal offense, right? So you have to physically go to the office of your electricity distribution company that you are under. We're in Delta State. I'm based in Asaba. We're under the Benin Electricity Distribution Companies. I will look for one of their offices and then go there and lay the complaint. And then they will assign someone to go along with you. You'll pay some money to help you physically, manually unpin and pin that your line on another line that has current. So this is not something I will advise you to do all the time. I'll advise you to hold on as much as you can. At least it's not today there's no current here or low current, you will rush and go tomorrow. At the point they will stop answering you, they will not even answer you again. Sometimes it might be like a trip off from the transformer on that line, something, and the community might be working on it, because you know how things go these days. Like each street has NEPA committee. So I will advise you just go to their offices and have them come to manually unpin and pin to another line. So that's just what is going on when you see that. The second most frequently encountered problem with Conlog prepaid meters. You know that in every street there is that one house, you might not even know the house, that an alarm sounds from, right? And when you hear the alarm, you know that my house there must be power. On every street, there's also that one house that they often have their outside light on. And be it daytime, be it nighttime, when you're coming back from anywhere, you see that bulb on. Your first thought is there is electricity, because that is the signal. You're coming back and you're seeing that, I'm going home to go and enjoy my AC, and go and charge my things and go and do this, because our anchor point, I'm seeing that there is there is light there. And then you get home and you're seeing that your prepaid meter keypad is still showing this RF con code, which means that there is no electricity, and you're just wondering like, what is going on? Now, there are one of two things that could have happened. First and foremost, which is the most unlikely one, is that you are the only one under your line, which is very, very unlikely. That the only way that can happen is that every other person has spotted from that line and left you there. And then the second, more likely reason is that your prepaid meter is faulty, and then you will have to cough out the money to have it fixed for you by a technician in the closest office of your electricity distribution company. So you're looking at me and wondering like, how can my prepaid meter be faulty? What happened? Why should it? How can it go bad when I did not hit it on the ground? All these things I'm telling you, they all happened to me. So I used to go and complain, and any solution they give me, I would draft it down. So it's what I'm sharing with you guys, because information on this is not so rampant online. I have been told that sometimes people have this way about how they recharge their prepaid meters, right? Like, you can just have maybe like a bonus at work at the beginning of the year, and you just buy like 200k worth of units or 300k worth of units, and you're like, okay, I've gotten these units, they're going to last me at least till maybe almost the end of the year, so I have that out of the way. I don't have to bother recharging. For those people who are not in band A, I don't have to bother recharging, and you just do that and forget about it. I have been told that that's often leads to your meter being faulty, because more often than not, there is little to no interface and connection between the meter and, like, you know, the meter is not receiving instruction like it should. Okay. That's the easiest way I can explain it. Okay, so I have been told, what I was told at their office is that, what I was told is that at the longest stretch, like, you just want to stay without recharging, please let it not be for more than 2 months. Even if you bulk purchase and you have to buy prepaid meter units, even if it's 1,000 naira, 500 naira, just try. It's not so much. Just try and load, so that there is that interface between the meter and the keypad. Instructions are being sent, you know. So I have been told that that is one major reason why your prepaid meter could just go bad like that. Outside, maybe something happened, probably just lightning struck it. Because most times for this Conlog Prepaid meter, it's an older model. They normally hang it on the poles. So maybe lightning struck it, or maybe someone was cutting something or stone something and it hit it. Those are like different scenarios. But more often than not, it's more like you've abandoned the meter, and now it's abandoning you. So just try as much as possible to recharge your prepaid meters as often as possible. At the longest stretch of interval, it should not be more than 2 months. The third most frequently encountered problem with Conlog Prepaid meters is that you want to recharge your units. This thing most often occurs at the beginning of the month. Like, beginning of the month, you want to recharge your meter, and then you are seeing that, you know, you have a debt of maybe like 4,000 naira or 4,500 or 5,000 naira. Like, you are seeing it there that there is a debt charge. And so when you want to purchase any units, you are forced to buy units above that amount you have as a debt already, because if you do not, any amount of money you spend purchasing that unit is gone to waste, because whatever amount of money so if you, for example, you see 4,500, make sure that you are purchasing units of at least 6,000 naira. In that case, the 4,500 naira will be taken to clear the debt, and then you'll be giving prepaid meter units worth 8,500 naira. Now, why is this? How did this come about? I have asked and asked and asked, and I have come to the conclusion that it can only be one of three things. The debt comes one of three ways. The first one, all these things happened to me, like I always say, was that when we were newly connected to the prepaid meter here in Asaba, we were told that we could not use the normal Ritlink cable. And so they had their vendor who was selling what they termed the green cable. They wanted a way whereby they could know just from sight those who were on prepaid meter, because they routinely go around to cut lights, cut power for people who have not paid, right? So they wanted the situation where they could know those who were on prepaid, compounds to avoid, and all of that good stuff, right? So they started with a green cable, and then they lured unsuspecting clients in and told them, oh, just come and collect the cable. They will come and connect it for you. They will come and connect it for you. You will go and they'll connect it for you. Now, most of us left there thinking, oh, it's free of charge. Oh, this is but there is no free gifts anywhere. Even in Freetown, there is no free gifts. And then you find out that over the next couple of months, you want to recharge and you'll be seeing you have a debt of 7,000, of 8,000. And when I went to find out, then I was told that it was payment for the green cable that was purchased, and we ended up doing that payment for almost 7 or 8 months. So once it's the first of the month, it reactivates itself. You cannot even if you don't have electricity in your house, you cannot recharge anything without clearing up that debt, and it's always your first recharge of the month, right? The second way you can accumulate debt is, I've not really checked of recent, but there are times when they do this promo thing. See, free gift, they run belly. There are times when they do this promo thing, and like maybe they have extra meters. They just tell people to come and collect prepaid meters. Oh, come and collect. We'll connect you. Just come. If you don't have, come to the office. And then most people will rush and go, and then they'll come. You just pay for logistics and the connection and everything, right? And you think you're getting a free meter. No. After some time, you start getting this debt charge. A colleague of mine told me that he ended up paying for about 16 months. Like they spread the cost. If, for example, the cost of the prepaid meter, the single phase meter is 110,000. I don't know how much it is now. They will spread it over, just so that you don't feel it so much. You might put like 5 or 6,000 or 7,000 per month, and then every month they collect that money until you are done making that payment. Sometimes even after you are done, they will still do some deductions, allegedly. So that's another way. And they won't tell you, because I feel like this one is just weird, because why not tell the people up front so that those who have monies to pay can just go ahead and make payment and get those things. So be wary of free gift. And then the third way that you can accumulate debt like this is that you were on a postpaid billing. This postpaid, they just put arbitrary prices, like you have to follow up before they will come to your house and come and check what appliances you have and all those things, before they can now start adjusting amount. Sometimes they will just knock you bill of 70,000, 80,000. You don't even have water in your house, you don't have AC, you don't have nothing, you don't even have fridge. They're knocking you bill 80,000, 90,000. You're looking at like, wow, how am I generating this? So most people, after they've gotten those bills for like some time, they say, you go and pay something now. They will just be pay small and then go on pay small. And then when they have the opportunity of putting to prepaid, they will just jump. But you see that bill you've accumulated. Some people might have bill of like 400,000, 500,000. You're thinking, oh, I'm porting over into prepaid now, so that bill has automatically been wiped up. All my sins have been forgiven. Oh no, they have not been forgiven. There is a debt charge, and it might be like 3,000, 4,000. They will ask you, you have a debt charge. And the funny thing is, most time when you go, like, you have to really complain and complain and complain and complain and complain before they are able to even try to check and tell you what actually is your own situation. Because they'll be like, it's from the office, so it was generated in the office, so it get like they get what they pay for, and they're not even, you don't even know. This one is, the money will be collected either as this debt charge, maybe like 3K, 4K every month, until you are done clearing at least 1/3 of that debt. So these are some challenges and problems that people have encountered, and this is the solution. The solution is that you cannot avoid it. You have to pay. If you don't pay, no power for you. And so whenever you are loading, because I loaded once 3,500 naira, my money went down the drain because it was a debt charge of 4,250 naira, and I loaded 3,500 and my money went down the drain. So whatever amount you see there as a debt charge, always make sure you load above the amount you have to pay back. There's actually no solution to this one. The fourth problem, most frequently encountered problem, has to do with those who are the new initiates into the prepaid meter gang. Like, okay, you just migrated to prepaid meter. And this happened shortly after I migrated. Like I always say, I don't know if, because I feel like all of them, they use the same manual. I am based in Asaba, so most times my references will always be the Benin Electricity Distribution Company, because that's the distribution company that we are under. So when we migrated to prepaid meter, we were given, as soon as we're connected, we discovered that we had 100 units already, and one of us were hailing BDEC, of BDEC, of BDEC, of the EDC, of the EDC. You say, where do you see free gifts? And so we kept on using that 100 units, and the unit got finished up to 0. And so, typical me, I went out that day and I just got units worth about 5,000 naira, and I came back and I was loading and loading and loading. My electricity token was not entering. It was not showing anything. It was electricity, it was 0, it was beeping, nothing was going on. And I was like, my very first recharge, what is going on? What I will advise you to do, first and foremost, you see those guys who come to connect the prepaid meter, make friends with one of them. Like, those are the foot soldiers. Make friends with one of them, have one of their phone number, be friendly with them, be jovial with them, because they're the ones that are going to help you later. I didn't learn this on time. I'm giving you the tips now. Just have a person, a contact point man. You see, that their office, they know me. They know me. Say, this woman don't come with our wahala again. When I got there, I was told that for the very, very first recharge, after your prepaid meter is installed and after the unit gets finished, you have to go to the office. This one is not something that you just sit down in your house and do. No. The very first recharge, you have to go to the office. You get to the office and tell them that this is your first recharge, and they will tell you what to do. As at then, when this happened to me, I was asked to pay 10,000 naira. Early this year, I know someone who was asked to pay 17,000. So that money you are paying, you will pay that money, which we now later came to find out is for the 300 units we thought that we were giving. So you will pay that money, and two things will happen. A 40-digit number will be given to you that you are to impute first into your keypad to activate it. Then you will now be given a token receipt, right, for the money you paid, and there will be no amount on it. It will just be the token. So when you recharge it, whatever amount, it can just be 10 units, 12 units, anything. It's just like they just give you a small jar, like, okay, just have this. they'll give you. So you are going to go back to your house with the 40-digit code. They'll just write it out for you, and then they'll give you that small slip, printout slip with the electricity token. That thing does not use to pass 10 units. They'll give you for any amount you paid, right? Then you go back home. When there's electricity, there has to be electricity first. You impute the 40-digit token you were given, and then you will now impute the other 20-digit electricity token that you were given. That is how you can activate it. So by the time you enter the 40-digit token, you've activated the meter, and then you enter the other small electricity token you were given, maybe like 10 units, before you will now enter. Maybe you go and buy normal units from any vendor, and maybe like 5K or 10K before you can now start entering those units. So this is the 4th most frequently encountered problems and how you can resolve it. The 5th problem most people have encountered and most people encounter is a very strange one to me, because I've gotten 1 or 2 persons or 3 persons or 4 persons who have said, oh, we just moved into a place and we're giving a prepaid meter keypad. I don't know how to load it. I don't know what to do. We're not told how to do it. Help us. Now, when you move into a place or you newly get your prepaid meter, you're going to be given a meter number. You're going to be given a meter number. Whatever meter number you are given, please save it on your phone, or if you have a jotter or something, just write it out somewhere that you know that you always have that jotter. Or I would prefer phone, because you're always with your phone anyways, right? So you have that. Now, I always talk about Conlog Prepaid meter because that's what I use in my house. There are modern ones now. There are newer ones. You have Quantum, you have Xing. I think it depends on the location, but here in Delta State, most houses will have the Conlog Prepaid meter, right? So when your unit gets finished, you will notice that your keypad here, the unit will be showing 0.00 kWh, right? So you take that your meter number and you go to an approved vendor. Most times you see them, they use POS. Some of these POS people that have offices close, they have their stores close to the office of the electricity distribution company, or if they have that their stand, you see where they will write accredited DDC agent or so. Go and meet them. Tell them how much worth of electricity token or units you want. You will pay to them. You give them your meter number, and then they will generate this electricity token for you. It's like a 20-digit token based on the band you are on, based on how much token you want to purchase. They will generate it for you, and then they'll give you the slip which you will take back to your house. Now, when you get back to your house, you are going to wait until your neighbors have electricity, because this has to happen when there is electricity, right? Now, I am more on the slightly modern prepaid meter user, where we have our keypads and then you have the meter mounted on the pole. But there are some older versions who have their keypad attached with the meter, and then they put it maybe like right outside in front of the house. So you have to go there to manually do this. So it depends on where you fall in. Now, when there is electricity, you take your keypad and then you impute the 20-digit code. Just don't waste time in between. Just be putting in the digits. Once you enter the last digit, you'll just see like a check mark, and it will just change, and you see the number of units you have there. And when doing this, please always make sure you are within distance from the pole. Not that the pole is in your front there. You go to the room at the backmost back. You go there and want to start loading. No. You can come outside, just where the keypad can have better connection with your prepaid meter, where it's hung, or where you notice that it's a safe distance and it can connect. You just input the digits and voila, there you have it. Now, some other prepaid meters that are not Conlog, you might have to, after entering the 20 digits, you might have to impute the hash button for it to work. But I can speak solely on Conlog Prepaid meters because that's what I use And once you just enter the 20 digits, you don't have to input anything, you don't have to press anything, power just automatically comes on. So that is the fifth problem I have seen people complain about a lot. So it's a frequent problem, and this is how to load the electricity token. The sixth most frequently encountered problem is one that I had done a previous video on, like a more detailed video on. So if you haven't seen that video and this is your problem, you're gonna have to watch it out. I think I'll just link it somewhere here or in the description box underneath. Okay, so you get back home, there is power, and you look at your prepaid meter keypad and it's blank. There is nothing there, not even the ROF code, just plain blank. One of two things could have happened. Your prepaid meter keypad could be bad, or most of the Conlog Prepaid meters come with this keypad, and most times they use batteries, they don't use the plug with the cord, right? So in that video I taught you how to open it up, what to do, how to fix the batteries and all of that good stuff. So that's the issue you are encountering. I'm going to link that video underneath this one. Go watch it and see how to change your batteries, get brand new batteries, get a screwdriver, get a cutting board, and just watch the video and see how you can, manually change your batteries, because your keypad has to constantly be in touch with the prepaid meter for the meter to know that, oh, you still have units. So if the keypad is not working, that means that the meter is not being signaled that, oh, there is money here, give this person, like person has paid for it, right? So those are just some problems that people have encountered, and these are the simple solutions. Now in our very next video, we're going to delve deeper. We're going to go into error codes, what they mean, how to resolve issues involving error codes. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for staying tuned till the end, and until I come your way again, I love you all. Right.